What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling delighted today, Cancer. Why not? For those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just the greatest, Cancer, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy how yourself has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Now, the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever, Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot cards based on our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, when she's going void, of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware there, Cancer, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be dope, Cancer. Now, on a big energy right now, just roll with it, Cancer, and let's get into it. All right, Cancer, your space has been cleansed. Let me fix my hoodie. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. And Cancer, happy Mars Day. This is a very energetic day. Mars rules over Tuesday, so this is great if you want to get in a workout there. Cancer, maybe go for I was going to say a brisk walk. Maybe a brisk walk, maybe a run, whatever that looks like. Cancer may be doing some yoga. Just a great, I feel like, a day for moving the body, getting the blood pumping, get into those kind of Martian energies. Doesn't have to be anything super strenuous, but just something to feel alive there, Cancer. And and again, take it easy, Cancer, because the moon is going void, of course, today. And the moon's going to go void, of course, and I don't know if I told you, Mars rules over Tuesdays, Cancer. But the moon's going to go void, of course, at about 10:21 a.m., and that'll be Pacific time. I think I said Eastern time on one of the videos, old habits. But, hold on, Cancer. Thank you, guys. And she'll be moving from Libra into Scorpio on Wednesday, the 28th at 7:08 p.m. So we're looking at about a 32-hour, 47-minute void of course time there, Cancer. And the void of course energy is when the moon forms her final aspect with a planet celestial body, or one of the, because the sun and the moon are technically luminaries, but for the sake of this, we'll just say with the planets. And then she just kind of goes off and wanders. Where she wanders to, Luna does her own thing. She's, no one keeps tabs on her. We're not invasive like that. But this is an energy that you can notice that it may be hard to start up things there, Cancer. It's not impossible, but it can present some difficulties, again, just because there's no energy that's there at that moment. If you have a Cancer sun or rising, the moon is your chart guide. I've been kind of switching that up a little bit. I like the idea of the planets being our guides as opposed to our rulers. And so, all the lunar shenanigans really do apply to those for you in particular. And wherever you happen to have Cancer, the moon is ruling that, or the moon is guiding that area. So that's something to pay attention to. But the void, of course, can be one really just more so of continuing things that you've already gotten started there, to kind of stay in this more, kind of stay the course there, Cancer. So just work with it however it resonates with you, though. And also this is a great time, too, for just kind of recharging your batteries, for cleansing your energies, whether this is being mindful, taking like an Epsom bath, possibly, or Epsom salt bath if you have the time, or even just taking a conscious shower and just really being present there, wiping the old energies off, the stuff that's not yours, and then it just kind of roll off you there, Cancer. Maybe this is lighting some incense, maybe this is doing some some deep breathing, whatever, however you can incorporate just some time of peace and just kind of go within their Cancer. Because again, it's a lot to go through and be as sensitive to the energies and to feel that consciousness and that the nuances of life to the way that we do. And when again, wherever you happen to have Cancerian energy. So it's a good time to just really kind of just check in and just making sure that everything is running in tip. Oh, I'm just giving you fireworks there, Cancer. Make sure that we're just having a party inside there. I forgot that it does that. But a couple of other things with the Void of Course energy, you may notice that your plans may be subject to unexpected changes during this time, and that people may be also likely to be less likely to make decisions during this energy there, Cancer. So this is something to be mindful of there. And also, Cancer, so we're still going to be in this, so we're going to be in Libra energy for the next few days, but we're in a waning gibbous in Libra phase there, Cancer. And with this one, I was really kind of feeling this energy of, really kind of checking in, Cancer, and how do you deal with disharmony? Because Libra again is that energy of finding that sense of balance, that sense of harmony. And Libra is an energy that is learning to keep cool and to keep balance in the face of complexities, in the face of the paradoxes that this journey can offer. Because when you take the time and think about some of the stuff, it really doesn't. It's so bizarre. But how do we keep in not necessarily conforming to the energies? Like I feel like Libra energy can do, it's not that we're not giving up a fight. It's just like, how do we keep ourselves balanced in all of this energy here, Cancer? Because where Libra does deal with relationships, with each other, I do feel we can only meet others as deeply as we've met ourselves. And I feel that there's this, as we learn to, and in Cancer, we're equipped with a skill to meet ourselves deeply, being that we are the most emotional sign, and that we do have this comfortable relationship with like subjectivity, and seeing how I'm even feeling too with this, just paying attention to how different relationships affect you. What are some certain feelings that are coming up, and pay attention to the range of them as well, their Cancer. And what do you do if you have someone who, and it's not that they're trying to, again, because no one can control you. We can't control what other people are doing, but we can, again, control our reaction. Because if we don't give it energy, then it doesn't have to control us. So I just feel if there's something here that always kind of throws you out of balance, it's like, what is that? Why do we want to give into that impulse? Diving a little bit deeper and exploring to what ways we can do to soothe and to soothe and to just get things again back and just adjusted. Their Cancer is what I'm kind of feeling. With this waning gibbous. And what are some things? Because with what's being in these waning phases now, this is a time of letting go, and so I feel this could even be the energies inviting you to let go of some of these things that we always, I don't want to say always, but I feel there's this tendency to say like, oh, maybe this thing made me react this way, or you made me do this, where it's like, I didn't make you do anything. I did an action. It's like the justice card. I'm just kind of feeling with this. Something did an action, and you can control the effect. You can either, whatever this is, let's say maybe someone likes to poke the bear there, Cancer. You could either respond with anger. You can respond with counters. There's so many different options and different ways that we can go about this, Cancer. So I dig that. But I think I'm going to leave that. There, Cancer. And if you want to know how these energies react with you, maybe we could even do something where we're comparing charts there, Cancer. That might be something I actually throw on the list there. Look at, great idea, Cancer. But because that does play an effect too. Maybe you have someone, for example, let's say you have a So my partner we both have our moon placements in each other's third house. And so how we perceive and how we communicate and things has been usually been very easy. We've been able to understand each other like that. So this could be where you can understand, and they happen to have a Libra moon, but this can be where you learn, you not just yourself but your partner as well there, or your friends, or maybe even family members and things. So book a reading with me there, Cancer. I have links down in the description box, not necessarily for that just yet, but that is definitely something I'm absolutely open to talking about that with that there, Cancer. We even start on just the sun, moon, rising. You can get that's our main three there. So this could be an understanding how you operate in this, in how you operate energetically, how this others, how we can maybe blend the two in that. It's very fascinating when you approach that in that sort of aspect, how you can come at them differently, and even with this like kind of higher level of compassion. Or we can even see how the planets are playing out in your natal chart, what houses they may be transiting through. And I'll need your date, place, and time of birth there, Cancer. If you don't have your time, the planets can get a little tricky. There is a method that I am looking into as far as like how to get that, but that would definitely be something we could absolutely work that out there, Cancer. So yeah, all that information is in the description box below, and it's also on my Instagram page, which I'm starting to post a lot more on there, Cancer. So definitely check that out. And yeah, the links are in my bio, Cancer. I trust you on Instagram, so definitely check that out. And then, oh, and I offer also, Cancer, tarot card readings as well as the chart analysis. And even if, once we have if we have a number of sessions, having that chart information does even add on a bit more richness to the readings as well there, Cancer. So that's something to keep in mind there. But last few things there, Cancer, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings. Excuse me. So apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I included links to them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching their, Cancer, so definitely check them out. They're a very intuitive group, very great energies, great insights that they bring. I think you'd enjoy them. There is a link for an astrologer that I enjoy watching, a couple of podcasts that I listen to. I think a couple of them actually have Libra moons. And then links for apps that I enjoy working with as well. They're, Cancer, since we're going to be in collaboration. What better way than to have that tool already in your tool belt? So definitely avail yourself of all that information. But let's go ahead and get into your general energy of the day, Cancer. Oh, and look at this. Look at you, High Priestess. So you have the Encowl card here. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this is a card of healer, seer, priest, priestess, priestess, and soul purpose. And I like this, Cancer, because all of the signs have that capacity for healing, but we are known as we're these natural healers there, Cancer, because we're the mothers of the zodiac. And usually when you think about the matriarchal type of archetype, there is this warmth. There's but just thinking about Cancerian energy, it's different than like the romantic maybe love of like Libra, that intense passion of Scorpio, or even that energy of even like Pisces, that compassionate. It's different, that motherly love. There's this safety that comes with it, that not even in just that I'm going to provide for you and that I'm going to do this, is that if anybody messes with you, not the always the one. But I feel that this is taking, because I feel, Cancer, when you start to understand yourself in these different cycles, understanding what your needs are, and getting down to, I feel like you start to express that wherever you happen to have Cancer in your chart, at a soul level, at the soul of you get your soul purpose tends to shine through that energy. But I feel that there's a need for the healer and the seer to heal themselves, kind of go within there, go to these depths in a sense there, Cancer. And it's tough. I feel that with how sensitive our energies are and how impressionable we can be, stepping out and exposing ourselves to that other energy can be a lot sometimes. And that's why I feel like, especially with us being in this, when this coming up on this void of course energy, just again, be mindful of that, because healers tend to overextend themselves, and be able to, they can take on a lot, take on a lot, take on a lot, but then burning yourself out kind of gets in the way of your soul purpose there, Cancer. Kind of, it just making sure, I feel like there's this balance as well. But I do feel, Cancer, there is, I'm seeing you creating this space, this really being mindful of how amazing Cancerian energy. And I know I may sound a little biased, but I don't really have a lot of, well, I have Cancer energy in my Sun, Chiron, and South Node, and so I have a little bit, but it really is can be a very special type of energy, and they're all special. But I do feel there is this safety that Cancerian energy does give off that no other sign can. That you can feel this place to feel however you need to feel, whether this is anger, whether this is just sadness, whether this is joy, whether this is whatever the emotion is, because we felt it. We felt it. And if something new, we'll be there with you along the way. We can, and I feel this is almost the seer part is almost you kind of, because when we're thinking about like seers and like, fortune telling and things there, Cancer, astrology and tarot, this is not meant to control your future. This is asking you, where do you want to take your future? And I feel like it's you getting in this seer role, seeing yourself as the fortune teller that you are, taking control of this divine energy that you have, as opposed to, I'm a Cancer, I'm a Cancer. I operate in this Cancer. My Sun is in Cancer. I operate with this frequency, and I feel like it's you just getting, and I love this priestess. I feel like this is you feeling safe and expressing yourself energetically, Cancer. That's very fascinating. But let me see what's going on with this energy. See if I can make a little more sense of this. That's a lot there, Cancer. But I do feel that there is this need to see our energies a little bit deeper there. Go past the superficial, just Cancer's emotional. This is understanding. Cancerian energy is intuitive. Cancerian energy is, yes, it's emotional, but in that emotions, we can feel the nuances of this journey and of things beyond this physical realm. There is getting into this. So hold on, let's see what's going on here, Cancer. Alright, so you have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then you have the the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and then the Devil here, Cancer. And that's interesting, because I feel with this Devil being here, Cancer, I almost feel that this is you almost kind of seeing where your purpose has been restricted in a sense. What have we given up? Because the Knight of Wands is this really kind of fun, energetic type of energy. And I feel for some that I feel like there hasn't been this self-expression that's been coming through, or like we haven't been living with our true intentions, because the Knight of Wands always gives me this kind of Leo energy, which deals with that energy. It's after going through that sort of imaginative, sort of self-reflective, or that deep imagination energy that you have of Cancer. Leo is expressing that vividness. And I feel even like this Eight of Swords here, there's something here that's been restricting, I feel like, you, Cancer. Maybe that's been keeping you from really tapping into this healing type of powers here. Maybe this is something that we've I'm not sure if this is something that we've maybe seen our gifts maybe as a burden. Maybe you've let, maybe it's like almost like maybe the sense that maybe people have been referred to our sign as sensitive or as emotional. Or I had someone actually just tell me not too long ago that they thought, or that they said that Cancerian was the worst sign. I was just like, based off of what? I feel that everyone's experience with a different zodiac is different, but there are times it's way more complex than that. That's just to say that's just like saying that all of, like, let's say for Americans are X. That's not true. I feel like there may be a general, like, maybe a general idea, but we're nuanced beings. We're all come from source. So if we really, if we're going in that aspect, but I feel that there's something here that's trying to be, because I'm this was one of the cards that when just looking up the term in call, I want to say that there's this, it's like being in this safe space, Cancer, but I feel that there's this opportunity here that's being presented to, with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Both cards are like seeds. They're like potentials for me. And it feels like there's something here that's wanting to be birthed in a sense. This healer, this priestess, and I almost feel like maybe this seer energy, yes, I feel is you, Cancer, but I almost even feel that there's for some that maybe there's been maybe some that have been trying to predict your future in a sense, or trying to tell you what to do, or that you need to, that you need to do X or something. This devil energy that's, again, that's been heavy with this Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is Saturn and Sagittarius, and I feel like that's restriction of growth. Where have we gotten monotonous in a way, and how can we break that up? How can we be more vivacious, be more, I don't know, in this healer type of energy here, Cancer? But and this may be this could either be you, Cancer, maybe even someone that we're dealing with. And Cancer, one thing to think about that with that too is that even as incredible as healer as this energy makes you, we can't force that on someone. That's something where the people, we can offer our guidance, be there to support, but if we have to meet others where they're at, and there is this level of compassion and empathy that needs to come across with this in order for, I feel like, a healthy balance, to be maintained here, and for harmony to be maintained. So, this may be for somewhere, this is what I can say, but you may need to be with this, sit with this discomfort, figure out what we can do to get out of this, and I could just be there when you need me, but. So something to keep in mind there too, Cancer. But let's get some more on this. But I even feel too, Cancer, like this feels like an opportunity for you for some to rise up there. Because I feel like you may be understanding yourself on a deeper level here with this seer energy. For some, it's like we're maybe coming into, like, this could be either some sort of like Reiki gifts, or I like that, Cancer, or maybe there is some seer stuff going on. Maybe you've got these scrying abilities there, Cancer. Maybe there is this, you have the psychic abilities. But Cancer, what you do have in the tarot is the Five of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. And then you have the Four of Wands and the Judgment card, Pluto energy, upright. And I feel with this Page of Swords here, for some, I feel like there's this idea that maybe we don't understand. For some, I feel like it's those healing abilities that you may have there, Cancer, some things, some unconscious things, or maybe some subconscious things that are just coming to your awareness in a sense, and we're not sure maybe what to do with these ideas, but there's a metamorphosis that's happening here with the Judgment card being here. And I feel like this is taking a deeper look at that. Like maybe for some, this could even be where we're seeing that what we want, maybe had wished before, or is not necessarily resonating with you anymore. It's not necessarily that you can't find happiness in this, but it just may not be something maybe as pivotal as you may have initially thought. Maybe this was something where it was more of a collective thought. Maybe this was where, for example, maybe there was a certain trend lifestyle thing. I thought I had more for that there, Cancer, but something that is just in style, that's popular, that's this, and now we're realizing that maybe even just the idea of like a nuclear family, the wife, two kids, dog, car, house, whatever that's looking like, may not even resonate with you. But that's a very basic sort of example. But I even feel too, Cancer, if something is broken or something I feel like may be astray, maybe in like a family dynamic, because the Ten of Cups can be this familial type of energy. And again, Libra is very, there, Libra energy has this way with words, this way that is very eloquent and very, very tactful, very charming, very polished, that I feel you could be in this sort of mediator type thing. Again, that's not something to force, only if it makes sense. Be mindful of your energies and how something may be triggering, but I feel that there's something here where maybe we can change a dynamic in a relationship, possibly with the Ten of Cups being here with this Judgment card. Maybe there's even some deeper things that maybe we're seeing here. I feel like that are being revealed. Like there's this there's this light that's going on at this figure's third eye here. Like maybe we're seeing something in a situation that and again, this could be a family thing. This could be like in just parents or siblings, or maybe this could even be in like your family, but or whomever we may even call family. But maybe there's something here that it's like something that we could potentially, I feel, repair here. It may not be the same, and of course no, things change, they can't always stay the same, but I do feel like it's, for some, there may be this question of how do we go forward in, even though we may be at odds here or something along those lines. How do we keep our sense of, because this card here is Venus in Aquarius, which Venus is in Aquarius right now, and it's like, how can we go about celebrating who we're becoming, while, and what does that mean for the group dynamic, maybe in a sense. And this could even be for some too. Maybe there are some toxic things that we can't hold anymore. It's preventing you from going apart this process, and maybe we need to leave that energy behind right now. We don't, again, like, there's this love here, I feel, with the Four of Wands, but I feel the Judgment card is also giving this acceptance that it's almost like this true love, or this love is not putting yourself at detriment in order to keep someone else happy. There has to be this reciprocity, I feel like, that's going through here. However that may be resonating with you there, Cancer. I think I'm going to leave that there. Let's get some advice from Venus, the lovely Empress. Alright, Cancer. Thank you, guys. Last little bit here. Interesting. Alright, so you have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Hierophant here, Taurus upright. Let's switch back over there, Cancer. Because Cancer, That's interesting because I'm feeling with the Hierophant that just because you got the Hierophant, the Four of Wands can be this card of marriage. The Ten of Cups can be this family, and I feel like if there's something in this family here, I'm just getting for some. And again, take this as it resonates. Maybe there's something here about maybe looking into some sort of like couples, maybe counseling if that's something that's resonating with you. Because I feel there's this energy of wishing here that things would be how I just like it's like of wishing how it's like we've made this wish, but it didn't quite. We hit its mark, but it's starting to some sort of changes here are making things fuzzy. It's like something is again getting out of balance with the Two of Pentacles. Maybe we're trying to juggle a bunch of things and stuff. It's just like the energies aren't moving anymore with the Eight of Wands, and I feel this is an opportunity for those of you who are maybe trying to repair some sort of relationship. It doesn't have to be just romantic, but I'm getting like some familial type of energy here with that. But this could be just a new opportunity to just kind of invest or check how we've invested in each other. Are we still bringing the same amount of things to the table that we were? Are we still co-creating? Are we building new things? I like this sprout coming out of her hand. It's like this. Yeah, that's interesting, Cancer. But I also feel too that just how I was talking about that seer energy, I feel that if you have this wish, Cancer, I feel the Eight of Wands is you taking the initiative to get these energies moving forward in a sense, to look at the things like the devil situation. Maybe this is relationship with people, maybe this relationship with a substance, maybe this is with food, this is with television, with video games, however this again may translate. But something here that I feel is just thrown the energies out of whack, and and maybe even has interfered with our soul purpose. And that's even fascinating too, Cancer, because I feel it's like if we had some sort of maybe rupture or some sort of divide or something with a group that or a family, it's like how can we take that and turn that into a healing experience, maybe pass that for others. I almost feel like this is you could be you, Cancer, with this Hierophant coming in with this. You've been in the emotions, you felt these things, you felt them in the way, you still feel them, and there's a wisdom that comes with the Hierophant. He's a divine counterpart to our guide, the moon. And I just feel like there's this, it's just like you becoming this sage in a sense, this teacher there, Cancer. And I feel like this could be, again, not to spread yourself too thin, not to put I feel like not forcing your energy. That Eight of Wands is not forcing your energy into a situation, but I feel like realizing that maybe you even have more knowledge and more wisdom, I feel, to share than you do realize there, Cancer. So that's even something too that's kind of going through there. I feel like that's so if you've been wanting to do something, Cancer, like that, maybe you're trying to become this couples counselor there, Cancer, or maybe you're trying to become a psychiatrist or psychologist or some sort of healing modality. This may be even looking into some sort of part-time thing. Maybe we're doing some sort of, who knows what that looks like, maybe some sort of plant therapy, or like, I think that's gardening. But you know what I mean, Cancer. I think I'm going to leave that there, but some of you, and I feel if this is, there's this energy of talking to someone wise, I feel, because I'm just looking at that priest and thinking about the Hierophant. And maybe for some, maybe we're thinking about talking, maybe to, and maybe it's not that the family is broken. Maybe this is a family we're trying to build, but, or if we're, got a lot of energy coming through with that Cancer, but I think I'm going to leave that there. So if anything resonated with you, Cancer, if you like that, give it a thumbs up. Maybe Cancer, and share this, Cancer, if you know someone who's been maybe needing to explore this idea of this seer type of aspect, or kind of maybe there's even this question of what is my soul purpose, what are you transforming into, but no, there's something we're learning here, Cancer, but whatever it is, it's fantastic. But yeah, definitely share this, share your wisdom, Cancer. And then subscribe there, you Hierophant. Hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each day. And then last little bit there, Cancer. Maybe you do got some Taurus in your chart. Maybe you got some Capricorn in your chart there with the devil being here. Ooh, a lot of earth energy here. But if check your sun, moon, rising. Check your chart there, Cancer. We can check that together. I have links down in the description box with all of the services that I provide there. And I think I'm going to be expanding there, Cancer. So stay tuned for that. I'm just getting my schedule all aligned there, like always. I feel like that's like usually the case. But yeah, I have this. Yeah, I have links down in that, and you can also check my Instagram as well and follow me there, Cancer. Yeah, definitely check me out there. I'm starting to be more active on there. So that's exciting. And after we check your chart there, Cancer, come on over to my other channel, Alchemist 8. I do these weekly videos, which are called weekly downloads. It's just talk about the astrological weather. I'm thinking about turning those into lives there, Cancer. And the more I'm putting that out there, I find when I put it out there, it starts to manifest. So putting it out there, Cancer. So stay tuned for that. Get synced up. I'm thinking on either doing them on Sundays or on Mondays or moon days. It's really depends. I prefer to do them on Sundays, but we'll see about that, Cancer. I still got a little piece to figure out there, but stay tuned for that. I'll be getting a lot more active in those capacity, Cancer. But I'll have those. I have Celestial News Monthly, which is monthly readings based off when the sun moves into a new sign. We just talk about where the planets are, how we can work with the energies. And then I do yearly readings as well there, Cancer. I got a new format that I'm doing for that, and it's a great old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, Cancer. Ooh, so I can get you out of here. I like this, Cancer. So you got the Ten of Swords in reverse. And Cancer, the Ten of Swords is tough. The Ten of Swords is rock bottom. The Ten of Swords is, you at your lowest. You trapped in Eight of Swords and intensified with Nine of Swords, and thoughts running rampant, and, devil's energy where it's... And it's not that these thoughts are trying to keep you down there, Cancer. The devil's not an enemy. He's one that shows us where we've surrendered our authority, where we've lost where we've been controlled, become the slave to something. But I feel the Ten of Swords, I like when it's in reverse, because now we're healing from that. We're healing from that. And I feel that this is, I feel like, at least an opportunity to figure out ways that we can heal and grow from that. And the growth is not just going to happen overnight, Cancer. It's going to be a process. It's Taurus energy. It's just, I'm feeling the slow moving energy. There's going to be some times where we want things to move faster. Eight of Wands, but it's being in reverse. I feel there's a lot to unpack, maybe even for some, with this, how you got Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands here. But I like, the tens are chapters closing down. You got a lot of tens here. Even just now, I'm kind of thinking about that Ten of Swords, Cups, and Wands. But I feel once we start letting go of some of those burdens with this, and let me get your other oracle card. I feel like when we start letting go of this burdens here with whatever this Ten of Wands are, whatever this is we've been carrying for a while, that'll start to help you get closer to that happily ever after. Ten of Cups, to start getting you moving up from that low space there, that Ten of Swords being in reverse there, Cancer, seeing things from a sense of, from a newer perspective. And just thinking about that, the Ten of Swords, that's the Sun in Gemini, I think, you guys. And it is appreciating that duality of life, you know. And again, it takes time and it can be difficult, Cancer, but it can be rewarding as well. I had a moment where I needed to sit with some discomfort not too long ago. It was a lot of anger, a lot of cussing. But it's honestly, after I got it out and kind of sat with it, it was fine. Sure, did I still feel some kind of way? Yeah, but I could tell that I was forcing it as opposed to like, no, like if I really like, I can get out of this. But all right, let's see what you got here, Cancer. Oh, I love it, Cancer, considering we just had this. So you got the full moon and Virgo card here, which is the card of take inspired action. And so, you know, I feel with this, Cancer, I feel like this is getting into that Virgo energy, that analyzing whatever this is that we may be healing from, or maybe whatever someone else is maybe healing from, and finding a way to spark this inspired, encourage this inspired action, whether this be within ourselves or within others. But I feel like it is being mindful of that this process isn't going to be a perfect one. We may have this ideal path in mind, but things go every which way there, Cancer, sometimes, and I feel there's a need to be adaptable, even thinking with that with Virgo being a mutable sign, an immutable earth sign, you know, being flexible in this material realm. That's Virgo energy, and that can be a lot. And I feel like it's, how can you make peace with the moon being in Libra? How do you keep that balance? How do you keep that? And I love that we just had this full moon in Virgo energy before this. So I feel like it's like, even with the lessons that this full moon in Virgo had just taught you, Cancer, where are we taking with that? How are we taking inspired? I love that. How are we taking inspired actions with these lessons? How are we being more intentional? What does that look like? You know, how are we getting towards that, embodying that higher self, connecting with a bigger energy here, Cancer? So I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm leaving that there. So you stay safe out there, Cancer. All this healing that's going on here, this evolution. I like this, Cancer. I feel like there's something a cooking up here. You keep eyes on the moon there, Cancer. She's starting to retract her light a little bit there, Cancer, but she's giving this energy. She's releasing some things. So let's follow those lunar site, the moon's. Wow, let me just follow. Let me try the sentence again there, Cancer. Follow the moon energy, tune into that. All right, I'm going to leave that there, Cancer, and I will catch you, word salad, on the next one tomorrow.